Welcome back. Shout out to the Wolves, salute to the Ninjas. So, this is a sad one. I don't even want to actually fucking say this, but hope you can see the star. Who give a fuck about that star? Does that shit look dope? Anyway, so another one bites the dust. This lady on the first floor, she used to live there. There's big gorilla ass niggas in her apartment now, or maybe she still lives there, I don't know. All I do know is, remember Shorty, you brought me to New York to go on TV? Remember, we did the episode and everything, and then you never connected me back to those people, and that woman said, yo, you're so good at this, I definitely want to bring you back, you're good at this. You got the look. And then, remember when you kept telling niggas that I slept with you? And you lied? Remember when you kept rebuking me in the name of Christ? Remember when you thought all black people the same? Because you're Jamaican or whatever, hey, Trinidadian or whatever, and I'm Israel, nigga. Is a big difference. Now, didn't I tell you to stop fucking praying against me? Because whatever that white boy Jesus shit, that's fake, nigga. You praying to a nigga that don't exist. You're praying to a nigga that was a man, nigga. Caesar Borgia. You stupid fucking idiot. And what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you, out of all the people in the building, I wanted to help you with your little drug ass problem, your little drinking problem, remember? It's the only reason I started talking to you, because you was a believer like me. Remember? But then you proved you was a fucking charlatan hanging around them. Remember? It's so fucking sad, bro. I thought you moved away. You know, I thought your shit was good. Thought you learned your lesson or something and got good. Because last time I seen you, you know, you was with your daughter and shit, and you was getting in that cab, and I could have swore you was saying you was moving away, or something like that, I don't know. So I thought maybe you didn't do so much as bad shit. You know, maybe the Lord forgave you. You did something nice or something. And, you know, it's like, goddamn, man, why everybody against me, man? Anyway, so recently and throughout the fucking, like, I don't know how long, I've been keep getting this random reading or different readers talking about one of your enemies are going to lose their fucking kids. Niggas should leave you the fuck alone. So, I go to get my morning cigarette and coffee, and guess who I hear back in the building? So you lost your kid, huh? I guess white boy Jesus didn't get you off the drugs. Right? Right? It's sad. You're wild anyway. I couldn't have helped you. You're too wild. You like that wild shit. You like to be sneaky and a liar. You know? You like to do things with the wrong crowd. Because them niggas is not Jesus-like. doing drugs and all this. You know, we had a lot of. I can see why you had a grudge. You know what I mean? My jokes be ripping niggas apart, and I always catch y'all niggas at y'all worst, and y'all niggas always see me at my best. So my bad about the fucking wig joke and, you know, ripping you to shreds for trying to act like I'm not the flyest nigga in the building. You know? You really think them niggas look better than all them niggas got mutant faces? Get the fuck out of here. I'm the flyest nigga in the building. None of them niggas dress like me. None of them niggas talk like me. None of them niggas know the Lord like me. So, for you to diss me and not fellowship like your Lord told you, when you meet others that fucking believe, fellowship with them, believe, help each other. Maybe I would have helped you, you know, like with my GMB thing and kept you off drugs. You know, that's like kind of my job. Thank you, brother. Oh my God. And oh my God. You know what I mean? So like, oh man, like I'm so angry though. I wanted to help you so bad, yo. You had a nice daughter. She's creative. She was making them shoes and shit. My bad, I ain't never get to buy those shoes, but you know what I mean? Your friends made sure I was broke as hell for the last couple of months, so you know I couldn't come through and help your daughter out. That's why I end up never hitting you back. You know what I mean? For that. But besides that, you know what I mean? Like I said, I seen you with them dudes every day, bro. I told you what was gonna happen. I told you what was gonna happen to this building. You know? Everybody gonna get in trouble for what they do, even me. That's why I keep my shit clean. That's why I don't fuck around with nobody. Because no matter what, the Lord sent me here. So sad to see a believer, non-believer. Didn't I tell you he sent me to you so he can prove himself to you? Even though he don't have to. You know? That's what I mean by you people. You people disgust me, a lot of you. And I'm talking to everybody in the world. Everybody will pray for the Lord to send him somebody that help me, show me you're real. And then he sends his people and use all he corny. How can I scheme on him? How can I get over? Right? I told you I was gonna win. I wish I would have recorded you too, Frankie. That was very gentlemanlike of you, buddy. You seen me standing near that door and you came in and I opened the door for you. Didn't say anything, mean mug, nothing. Just opened the door for you and you said, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Now, I know you didn't mean it probably, but thank you. I took it like you meant it. What a beautiful start to a day. The first two people I see are my enemies. And one of them is destroyed there. Now you finally got what you got. And I told you to stop fucking talking shit about me. The Lord loves me. The Lord doesn't love you like he loves me. Why? Because you don't work for him. You work for yourself. And like I keep saying, everybody that pretends to work for the Lord and you really do the shit for yourself for money, he's gonna fuck you up now. Everybody thinks what I say is the fucking game until your ass is sitting behind them closed doors talking that dumb shit, and for some reason daddy gets to always hear it. You know, like I said, the only time I come outside is to help people and see my enemies. My entire life. I hope you get your kid back. You know what I mean? I know you loved your kid. And not for nothing, for somebody that has problems like that, you sure do got a creative kid. Those shoes are fucking dope looking. Like, she's a designer, you know what I mean? I know other people's kids, they're not on drugs, and their kids ain't shit. The kids ain't gonna be shit. You know why? Because they're never gonna talk to them and try to help them be anything. For all your faults, you probably talk to her. You probably, whatever. I don't know. I remember when I talked to you, you say a lot of things, but, can't believe everything a drug addict says. But I know when you had your time, you was on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you had that nice-ass job. You was doing TV and preaching for the Lord, dummy. Oh, yeah, the thing I want to do. The thing I had to start from the ground up and get people to watch me. You got to get a fucking studio. How do you blow that? You had people behind you with money that knew other people. And they probably told you, get your shit together. What are you doing? You're representing the Lord and you're coming in looking crazy, or you're fucking late, or you're whatever problems that you got yourself fired for. I wish you would have fucking listened to me and stayed around me a little bit more, because you wouldn't have got out. I made sure you didn't get fired, dog. So I can keep going back there and doing videos. And we could have really started GMB TV for real. These niggas would have been left me alone. Who knows where we would be right now? You would have been the person to put me on, stupid ass. I would have been putting my raps out now. I already got new shit. I would have probably went in a whole different direction. But, the Lord said, nah, nigga. You still got Pookie? What you mean? Just because I dangled that in front of your face? Nah, nigga. You Job. You gonna go through this shit like the old niggas, You gonna get rewarded from me, I sent you to help these people, It's either help you or destroy you, It's literally both. I try to help you, then y'all judge me because I say the truth in the way I pretend to be. Well, not pretend to be. I give you my Goku side. Yeah, love, Lord. Ah. And then y'all take advantage, and then Vegeta comes out. Jack Ripper. So, it's really sad to see all these readings coming true now. I was just watching one yesterday. Shout out Tiffany. And she said, yo, whatever you prophesied, whatever your method is of telling people what's going to happen, whatever you said, it's on now. It's the beginning. It's all starting now. And it's been started for a lot of you, How many progress reports do I got to do? Now I'm doing the progress report when a motherfucker that moved away thought they got away with shit. Anyway, I'm going to do a little prayer for you. My father says I should pray for my enemies. You're not my enemy, though. At least that was never to me until you did what you did, said what you said. I rebuke you. You're a demon, remember? Try to embarrass me in front of everybody. What'd I do? Walk away and say, all right, I'm the charlatan. We'll see in a couple months. I ain't gonna pray for you, but I will pray for your peoples, Pray they get alright, you know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking weirdos. And, I don't think she deserves that. I don't think any kid deserves to suffer for their parents. But unfortunately, it's automatic. You're connected to your kids. Everything you do falls onto them. Oh yeah, my father made a saying up, and he said, "The sins of the father and the mother fall upon the children." That's why you don't sin. If you can't stop because you want to live longer, if you can't stop because of yourself, you're supposed to love whoever it is next to you, that your problems are going to destroy their life, and you're supposed to say, all right, I love you enough to, like, try to do better. You know? If you would have listened to me, because I ain't know you was that bad, where, you know what I mean? I figured you was, you know what I mean? My spidey sense is on, but once a nigga stops making me check for you and you make me believe you're an enemy now, I don't care what happens to you. I won't pray for you no more. You know? And little by little, year by year now, this last 3 years have shown me, well, all my life, my prayers are very powerful. You know? And for the idiots that go, well, why don't you just pray to be rich? You don't think I tried that before? It doesn't work. That's how I knew I was a servant of the Lord. And I'm not hooked to a fucking magical demon genie. Because demons don't want you to do good things and not get nothing for it. The Lord does that because you do get things for it. Just not what you want. So, I learned a long time ago, I can pray for money, but it doesn't work like the way people, you get a lot of money. Like yesterday's a perfect example. I gotta fucking struggle for the next 6 days. And I got like fucking $20, right? So I gotta stretch $20 for like a fucking week. And we're already down to like 10. So, Daddy's on struggle mode. But seeing that I've trained for this my whole life, it actually doesn't bother me because, I pray. And I said to the Lord in the morning, please, I'm broke, bro. I don't need much. Just hook me up with some coffee, you know what I'm saying? Like, let a nigga be able to get some bagels and, breakfast or some shit. Like, hook me up, bro. So I get up, go do my thing, get ready for work, go into work. And the crossing guard that I made a video about, that's in a lot of debt because of her dead husband not knowing how to handle his bills and being a drunk. Me and her always talk. And I found out that she has a fucking broken shoulder. This old woman has been working for months with a broken bone. I'm always wondering why she don't lift her arm up all the way. Why won't she lift the sign up? Because her fucking shoulder's broken. And I said, that's fucked up. You think you got it bad? I said, well, you know what it's like. You went to work with a bad back and hemorrhoids. So, it's not the exact same, but I know what it's like to have to work through pain and get used to it. Lifting boxes up. You gotta bend down. The thing hemorrhoids don't want you to do. So, but it was just so sad. And as I'm talking to her, I remember last week, I was talking about something. Like I always joke around with this woman. We have fun. She's a nice crossing guard. Little joke here, little joke there. So I remember one day, I'm like, last week I'm doing my thing. I'm out there, rah, rah. And she's like, boy, you so good at that. I want you to come to my house. You clean my house? I said, yeah, for some money. And she laughs. And she's like, no, I'm just playing. Then a couple of days later, she told me that her shit was broke. And that she was going in for surgery soon. And, you know, that day, the whole, like, couple days I was thinking about her, like, yo, maybe you should just go over her house and, you know, clean her house up for her, because if you had a broken shoulder, I doubt you'd be cleaning up too good. So could you imagine? Her house may be fucked up, you know, and her family members are not around right now. So I go up to her and offer and let her know, like, yo, were you serious about that, like, last week or whatever, about cleaning your house? And she said, oh, like, she's, like, real old, so it's all funny. And then she's, like, really short. And, she's like, oh, bendito. Whatever that means. I know it's a good thing. My friend used to say that a lot. And she said, no. Thank you. You're such a kind man. She says, nah, my niece is coming and she's gonna do it. Thank you, though. That's nice of you to offer. Why'd you do that? And I said, because you have a broken shoulder and you're my friend. I help my friends. Every time I'm walking by, hi, or I talk to you. When I need a coffee, you be giving me coffee money. You know? I'm sure you don't hate on me. So all these people that walk by may ask me about you because they see me talking to some old lady, like, who that guy? Why he? You know, I'm sure you don't shit on me. That's why the people around the neighborhood of my job, they slowly but surely open up to me. You know? I said, that's why I want to help you. Because friends help each other. And she said, that's so nice of you. She said, no, I'm good, dog. I got my family. They're going to come. And she goes, you want coffee? You want your coffee and cookies? She knows I get that for breakfast every day. I always get these peanut butter cookies so I can go feed the squirrel. And she goes, here. Hands me a $10 bill. So go get your cookies and coffee. She's done it before, so I go get my stuff. And I'm sweeping because I'm waiting for everybody to go back in. I don't want to give out money in front of everybody. You know what I mean? Like, do things on the low. And everybody goes by. I see my fucking Rocky the Squirrel at the corner. This motherfucker, as soon as he sees me, right away looks up and stares at me. I'm like, oh God, look at you. You want your cookies? So finally I end up going and talk to her. Give her her money back. And she goes, no. I said, what you talking about? I got my coffee and stuff. I didn't forget to give you your change. She said, no, I didn't give you that so you can give me change. I gave you that so you can have it. I said, I just wanted to get a coffee. That's not $10. She said, yeah, I know, but later on you're going to need it. You're going to need a water. You might need something to eat. You're my friend. I know you don't have a lot of money. I got you. When I got it, you got it. I don't always have it. I said, I don't always got it. I said, you know what it is, though. If you ever need a coffee back or, you know, want to get my money back, I pay you back. She said, no. And I'm like, thank you, Lord. I prayed for money. And the only way I can get it was to go be your servant and say, I'm going to go do a fucking $100 job for free. You know? I'm going to go clean up this woman's free. And your act of kindness and concern and care
got you your breakfast. All love, all praise to the Most High.